Connacht fell short in their bid to reach the United Rugby Championship final as they lost a 10-try thriller in Cape Town, losing out to the Stormers by 43 points to 25 in a raucous game of rugby. Connacht, so they started brilliantly. They went 8-0 up inside the first 14 minutes, a penalty from Jack Carty and a well-finished try in the corner from Mac Hansen, giving them the dream start as they looked to upset the defending champions. However, Stormers, champions for a reason, of course, they came hounding straight back into, inspired by their fly half, Marnie Lubeck. He instigated the first try, setting Angelo Davids away. He converted that to put it to a 1-point game, 8-7, before Lubbock added a penalty to put the Springboks ahead for the first time, 10 points to 8. Lubbock then bagged himself a brace of tries before half-time, both really well worked, intricate passing moves that had Connacht reeling the first quarter, looking like a mirage for them. Although Conor Oliver, the flanker, holding it back into the match after a fine break from Tom Farrell, hooked the Connacht side upfield, Oliver dotting down just on the stroke of halftime, and it left it 24 points to 13 at halftime, an 11-point gap. Bridgeable but tricky nonetheless. However, Andy Friend's men came out. They defended resolutely for the third quarter of the match and landed a sucker punch themselves just on the hour. Seamus Hurley-Langton going over for their third try, Carty converting to narrow the gap to 4 points, 24-20. Though that would be as close as they came. They just anytime Connacht chased, Stormers responded enormously, pulling the game further and further out of reach. A try from the substitute Paul DeWoot and cancelled out the try from Connacht substitute Brian Ralston, as the sides traded blows like a boxing game, ebbed and flowed, although Connacht were always chasing and were finished off in the final moments as late tries from Marcel Fieldsnissen and Nempi Nell from the Stormers saw them ultimately get into the final by a final scoreline of 43 points to 25.